Hey, hello everyone. Hey, it's Terry Bontemps. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Hey, hopefully you guys are having a great day. It's nice and beautiful here. And it's actually Father's Day, and this is becoming one of my favorite spots to shoot videos. But I want to wish all the fathers happy Father's Day. My board meeting was conducted this week, and I'm telling you, it kind of just reinforced and it showed me the trajectory, the trajectory of where my HOA is going and where 70% of the HOAs in the United States are and why they're underfunded. Okay, and 50% are severely underfunded. There's 350,000 HOAs plus in the United States, and 70% of them are underfunded. So that's roughly about 260,000 HOAs that don't have the funding to pay for future repairs. What's interesting about this is that that's 3 out of every 4 owners, or 3 out of 4 HOAs are underfunded, and there's a coming condo collapse. And that condo collapse, what's going to happen is people that own condos and HOAs, Freddie Mae and Fannie Mac are instituting new laws starting August 2026 and January of 2027 that if your HOA doesn't qualify, if someone wants to buy in your community, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are going to qualify your HOA also with the buyer. So if the buyer qualifies and they want to buy and they like what you have and you agree upon the price, if the HOA that you live in doesn't qualify, then you will not be able to get a loan. And that's going to be detrimental to a lot of people that live in HOAs. It's going to cause a lot of financial stress. So what I'm doing, because I'm a owner of a condo and because I've been an investor for over 44 years, and I like tech, I decided to develop some tech that can help homeowners out of the situation by letting them know in advance when special assessments are coming, when repairs are deferred. I just want to go over some numbers. I was hoping that I could show you these numbers also, and I still may be able to go back and do it. But at the meeting, my HOA has been projected that they need $14 million over the next 30 years to pay for repairs. Okay, today we only have $3 million out of that, but that's okay. Now, what HOAs do is they give a number that that's required so that today you'll be on the projection to move forward. So what we have as the projected that we should have in our account is $6.3 million. And we don't have that. We only have 2.3 million, okay? And what that's a funding percentage of is 36%. So anyone that's familiar and understands HOAs and board meetings, they'll understand what I'm talking about. If you're not an owner of an HOA, I'm gonna be talking Greek, okay? So I'm gonna try to put these numbers up. Now, our annual budget for my HOA is $1.7 million. Okay, we have 224 units. The HOA brings in $1.7 million. Okay, let's split it right in half. $850,000 goes to the operation. $850,000 is supposed to be put into the reserve account. Okay, that amounts to about $70,000 a month for each. Now, the reason I'm giving you these numbers is because I'm going to tell you what happened at that board meeting and the amount of money that was spent. Okay. And so for the operations, you're going to have water, landscape, insurance, office, the management, pool, spa, electricity. Okay. Under the reserves of $70,000 per month that comes in, they're supposed to be setting aside for those future costs, the 14 million that I talked about. Okay. So they're supposed to be setting aside money for that. And then they're also supposed to be paying for repairs. Okay. So what I'm trying to show you and teach you is that how HOAs become underfunded, how they get into a problem because the board and management company is supposed to be balancing and managing these numbers. At a board meeting, they spent $117,000 in one meeting, okay, on repairs and improvements. Now, again, our operations only brings in $70,000 a month. So they overspent the budget by $47,000. So if you have $70,000 that's supposed to be going to the operations and they end up spending $117,000, $47,000, okay, was actually taken from the reserves. When they took the $117,000, right off the top, it comes from the operation. The operations is $70,000 a month. That's all they had for this month. So they overspent by $47,000, right? Again, that $47,000 has to come from somewhere. So what did it come from? It actually came from the reserves, okay? Now, the boards can do that, but they're supposed to tell the members and post it in the minutes about why that $47,000 was taken out of the account. We didn't have that happen. So again, here's what's happening. We're supposed to have $70,000 a month going toward the reserves. They had to go in and take $47,000 out. So that only leaves $23,000 to put for future repairs, okay? Again, this has been going on for quite a long time, and it just didn't happen overnight. It happens and accumulates, and that's how these HOAs become underfunded. Again, 70% of them are done this way. Again, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, they're looking at this and looking at these HOAs and going, hey, look, you've got to meet our standards, and we want to see that those reserves are there. We want to see that that 14 million is going to be there so you can do the reserves. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, they own 70% of the loans in the HOA market. My HOA has been scheduled for $30,000 to $90,000 in special assessments over the next 1 to 3 years, okay? And the reason I know this is because of the software that I built, the proprietary platform, HOA TrueView, has helped me see this in advance, and I love it. See, I don't have to wait and see what's coming to my HOA. I already know in advance, in about a year to 3 years, they're gonna send a special assessment to me of $30,000 to $90,000, which I have no plans on playing because I didn't cause this problem. Okay. Now, when they spent that $117,000, it was so quick, okay? Let me tell you, they spent that in one meeting without a financial dashboard, a reserve balance report, an operating balance report, a year-to-date spending report, a reserve study reference, a cash flow projection, a burn rate analysis. The most damaging part, not one board member asked, what is our reserve balance right now? No one checked any numbers, okay? What is our operating balance? How much have we spent year to date? What is our percent funded? Can we afford this? They approved $117,000 like they were approving a pizza order. And again, this is what causes underfunded reserves, and that is what is going to be the upcoming condo collapse, is how HOAs had the money, they did not put the money to the reserves, and they did not raise the dues high enough to balance out to meet those needs. Now, I want to tell you guys that HOAs, they're coming for your money, you guys, okay? Condos are going to be facing all over the United States. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac says, hey, look, HOAs, you got to meet our requirements. So my HOA, again, is spending money, but they're not setting the proper funds aside for the reserves. What's going to happen is Fannie Mae is going to say, look, we're not going to give loans to people that want to buy in your community because you're not financially stable. So that's going to hurt homeowners because they can't sell their property. The only way they'll sell is to buyers with cash. But any buyer in the right mind will not want to buy an association like this because of these restrictions by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. So homeowners will not be able to sell their condos, okay, through conventional financing. The other part is the HOA is going to start assessing. HOAs are going to start issuing special assessments, and those special assessments are going to hurt homeowners. So you're going to have this squeeze. I call it the breaking point. And when that happens, homeowners are going to have a hard time making their payment. Homeowners, may be facing foreclosure, divorce, bankruptcy, and possibly being homeless from this squeeze. Again, I call it the breaking point. We're gonna have a condo collapse, okay? And the condo collapse is gonna come from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. But now, because the HOA is underfunded, they're gonna squeeze for special assessments, and it's gonna be the breaking point. So again, Terry Bontemps, I'm passionate about this. Reason why I was chair of the Finance and Budget Committee for my HOA, and I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, the HOA is coming after your money. The HOA doesn't care. They're gonna get it, and you're gonna have to, this is my opinion, I'm gonna say you have to. They are going to come for your savings. They're gonna come for your equity. They're gonna come from your retirement. They're gonna come from your wealth. And you've gotta decide, hey, look, I didn't sign up for this. When I bought my condo, I paid my monthly dues. I paid my taxes. Again, I paid my mortgage off. I don't have a mortgage, but I did everything right. Okay, it was the board and it was the management that mismanaged the funds, and now the funds are not there. They're coming to me and say, hey, we need money from you. They haven't been financially transparent. They haven't said anything. It's been silence. So I want to warn homeowners in advance. This is coming. They're coming, okay? The special assessments are coming. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, again, starting in August 2026, January 2027, they are coming for your money, ladies and gentlemen. HOA TrueView, okay? My software that I built will tell you in advance, okay, 1 to 3 years, what your special assessment would be, how much your deferred repairs are, so that you can make a financial decision. I've made a financial decision that I am not going to pay. I've already invested enough. It's like good money going after bad. And again, I'm a foreclosure expert. I understand what foreclosure does. And so what I want to do is help homeowners. There's no advocacy for homeowners in the market right now. I want to be able to help homeowners, let them see the financial picture. Is it worth giving your HOA special assessment money anytime they decide they want to issue a notice to you and they want to send a letter stating we need money? I'm not doing it anymore. Hey, take the money I put into it. It's gone. I'm gonna count it as a loss. I'm gonna take the hit and move on, but I'm calling it quits. Now, again, I have HOA TrueView that could help you see the financials. I will help you and talk to you and coach you to help you see through this, because again, they will get every single dollar from you. And you're gonna look up, and that HOA is probably gonna be in a worse position than when they first started, right? So again, I just want you to protect yourself. I want you to protect your savings. I want you to protect your wealth, your equity, and I want you to protect your retirement plan.